I am Paul Gilbert, and this is the Ibanez Fireman. The idea for the Fireman is, of course, it's basically an upside-down Iceman, and this is what an Iceman looks like. And I downloaded this picture from the internet, and took a look at it and thought, what can I do with it? So I threw it in Photoshop, which allows you to process it however you want visually. And I just sort of cut out the wood and made like just an outline of it, and had it in a layer, so I could put anything, where the green is, I could put anything I wanted to. This was the next thing. I actually flipped it upside down, so it went from that to this. So I carved one out with digitally with the Photoshop, and then I thought, well, now what should it look like now? So I think I ended up flipping the headstock over, and I superimposed some wood in there, and I started messing around with pick guards and pickups. This is like my first attempt. So I actually angled only one of the pickups, and you can see I ended up with all three of them being angled, and I also ended up with a more stylish pick guard. So this finally, at the end, was what I sent to the Ibanez custom shop. And I mean, man, what a stunning job they did. I mean, this is like identical, although this sounds much better. This won't make much tone. I would say some of the details that are really important to me about this guitar are, one, it's actually a 24 3/4 scale length. For this, because the scale's slightly shorter, the tension gets looser and you can use thicker strings. And with those thicker strings, in this case I'm using 10s, I've got 10 to 46, you just get a lot, the picking actually becomes easier because the string doesn't flop around as much. So if I'm trying to do some fast picking, that's a dream on this guitar. Another thing is with 10s, your sustain tends to be a little better, so you have the endless. You can go and have a bite and still be hearing that one, as Nigel says. It's also got higher and skinnier frets than I've used in the past, which, to me, the higher the frets are off the fretboard, the more you can get your finger in there to bend. And because I don't use a whammy bar, it's really important to me to make the guitar easy for bending and vibrato. I recently started to get into the world of single coil pickups. I talked to Steve Blucher at DiMarzio, and he sort of gave me an education about single coils, and the newest one that he developed is a hum canceling single coil. And I really like the sound of them too. It's still got a nice twang to it. But then, if if I crank it up a little bit and put a distortion pedal on, it's nice and heavy still. I also like these pickups because, although they have a nice glassiness and clarity to them, they're not harsh. And I can hit those really high top strings. And it's friendly, and it's not taking your head off with ugly treble. It's a really nice hi-fi treble. Each pickup really does have its own character. That one's kind of creamy. Of course, I've got a tone knob too, so if I really want to get it creamy, and it's got, the back one, of course, is always more trebly. sonically, this guitar is just amazing. I mean, it's a combination, of course, of the pickups, the you know, all the wood, the shape, a little bit of my fingers. But when I compare it to other guitars I've got, it's really a big sound. This one, everything from super clean. You know, super nice crystal clear, or you know, I can get really gnarly stuff out of it. You know. It just feels right. It's all the elements came together with this. The planets aligned for the Fireman.